What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan, and a very happy Wednesday to all of you. It is Wednesday, March 22nd, and I hope you all are doing well wherever you're at in the world at the time you find this reaction. So in today's reaction, I'll be reacting to the 12th episode of Tomo-chan is a Girl. The title of today's episode is Goodbye, Best Friend. This is a single title episode. And goodness, those three words mean this might be it. This may be the episode. So this is the pre-finale episode. This actually will be a 13-episode series show. And I think that this title does not surprise any of us. Now, you guys know that I have been really starting to go laser focusing on Misuzu, her character, her personality, why she acts the way she does to June, why she acts the way she does to Tomo, and why she acts the way she does to herself. And we now know that it is very clear on her face, on the wall, that she is starting to feel a lot of guilt for a lot of the things she's done, and that she needs to go ahead and allow things to matriculate in whatever way they are going to matriculate in. However, the same thing also applies with Tomo and June. So obviously in the last episode, we had a real fun episode last week, and it was probably the last fun episode, you could say, until what is going to be a major revelating moment for both Misuzu and Tomo, and June and Tomo in this series. And so, of course, everything at the Tatsuma family restaurant was really hilarious, and everyone was amazing. Tomo and her just kind of aggressive but relatively decent self, doing a decent job of serving. We had Carol that, again, couldn't really do much inside, but she certainly could attract attention on the outside, which she did a marvelous job doing. And then you, of course, had Misuzu, who really commanded everything. But that first part of the episode and the second part of the episode was very different from each other in a way, because in the second part of the episode, we went back to the Cinderella story and the fact that Tomo was asking Misuzu on how to get closer to June. Again, as you guys know, Misuzu has already felt that she interfered too much by trying to have Tomo change herself, even though she realized that there was no need for her to do that at all, that might have actually made things more complicated in the grand scheme. And also having to figure out what the dynamics of her relationship with Tomo is going to be whenever she finally lets things go and lets things be what they're going to have to be. And so again, you know, we even saw that her personality her personality has really been softening as she's starting to realize that she's really has not been the greatest person to both of them, in the way that she acts and the way that she sets things up. And even though she, you know, has been telling herself that she's just trying to entertain herself and while getting them to their optimal conclusion, the reality also stands that Misuzu didn't want to lose Tomo either, and so in a way she does really understand now that she's an interference that needs to stop being an interference. So this episode looks like it's going to be the episode. I think we're going to have a ton of confessions, a ton of heartwarming moments, and there might be some hard conversations to be had too. And this might be the episode that we actually get the love confession, or at least feelings get reciprocated too. This title screams to me that we are going to conclude this part of the story that we've been stuck in limbo on since episode 1, and that a new story for these characters will begin after this episode concludes. And of course, that's probably why we have a 13th episode at the end of this. So I'm very interested to see how this episode is going to wrap up. I am very interested to see how Mizuzu is going to come to terms with her feelings and emotions on this matter. And I'm very interested to see how June is going to come to terms with his feelings on the matter, because so far, the one who's been the most transparent 100% since episode 1 has been Tomo. She has been consistently head over heels for June, waiting for him to see her as a girl, waiting for him to be able to reciprocate her feelings. We as the audience now know that he is just about at that point of wanting to reciprocate, and I guess now it's time to see how this major portion of the story is going to wrap up. So that's all I got for you now. I'm going to go ahead and pull the episode up. It'll be a split second for you guys, and when I come back, we'll get this episode started. All right, I am back. I have the episode pulled up. As I said, I expect this to be a very heavy and revelating episode with a title that says Goodbye, Best Friend. It looks like it is time to say goodbye to the people that we have been, and it is time to say hello to the people that we wish to become. This is episode 12, and let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. I gotta say, you source material readers were right. While this was a pretty straightforward and direct show when it came to Tomo and June, there was a lot more complexity with this show than I expected, and I really like it. I really, really have enjoyed this journey up to this point, and I'm kind of sad to see that it's going to be coming to an end soon. So, but man, this episode is just shaping up to be so heavy. I just hope that it ends in a good way for everybody. Hey, on the bright side, I guess at least Carol got her happy ending, so... Yes. And of course, it's always a cultural festival when these revelating moments happen. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, to have all three of the mamas here too? Yes! Of course she did. Of course she didn't want to, because she's playing one of the greatest roles. Of course she can't. Like daughter, like mother. Oh. She can't. And look at my tree. Look at you with your blessed self. Yes. What a great tree. He's a ninja. AKA tree. And look at Tomo! Just master level. Yeah. Yo. Are we going way off script now? was good. And you did a great job as a tree. Oh wow, it's up straight to walk around the festival. I think it fits right in. I want to be a tree now. Oh, look at them on their. Oh, they're outing with each other. Damn! Why y'all gotta be like that? Yeah, you can't just be punching people in the haunted house, my girl. It's like it's fine. She knows not how to control herself. Damn! Oh, so you're gonna be the one to change it. Wow, and he's just being so direct now. This is wild. The girl. She most certainly did. Damn, this really is crushing her more than she lets on. And Carol's not dumb. Yeah, I swear. Oh! And in episode one, I wouldn't have thought that either. You said it, my dude. Go! Go! Yo, violent ass. I love you though. Oh my goodness, him saying that it wouldn't have been a. Yo, my man, you did it though. Damn. AKA you ran away. Yes, it did. He did. He said they would not have the wrong idea. Let's get it all out. But I'm so proud of you, my dude. You're finally just saying it outright. Good for you. As y'all relationship has always been. Just be straight up. Because y'all two aren't beat around the bush people. Hey, but it worked out in the end, my dude. But getting her to stay put is going to be. Oh, he's come to Mizuzu. Oh, we know. But we knew this. I mean, it's the same with the fact he couldn't even get to this point until she gave him his game back. Yes, that's why he got defensive all the way back with the kidnapping thing. All right, we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Stop playing yourself. You want to keep friends, my girl? Yep. You. Hey, mama! Yes! Yes! You got good taste! All right. It's finally all coming to where it needs to come to. Aw, a letter of challenge! It's so like these. Nope, but your best day is here! Oh, hell. Probably everything he's put you through over all these years, including not talking to you for a whole year. Oh, she is pissed. Wrong answer. Like, come on, dude, be more tactful. It's fine. You're trying to process all this. You two are perfect for each other. There's no doubt about that. They haven't changed at all, my dude. Oh! He confessed. Good for you. And with that, you have both officially reciprocated each other's feelings. It's fine. Oh, she's Tomo so pure in this way. Oh, she's. Oh, Misuzu. Oh, look at Carol being a good best friend. Oh. Dang, I got teary a little bit there. Come on. The growth between everybody from the beginning to now. And she even called on Carol to stay with her. Yes! Oh, man. Reciprocated love and not beating around the bush, getting us to the optimal conclusion for season. This is the type of stuff I love with rom-coms. I'm happy for the both of you. No, because you'll always be best friends. Don't misunderstand that for a second. And you can still be best friends. Come on. Oh my goodness. Nothing needs to change. You're thinking of it a little too hard, my girl. I swear! Good for you! Good for the both of you! That's all it gotta be, my girl! The growth. He's out. Oh, man. There is so much to unpack here. Yes! Celebrate your victory, my dude. That's what being upfront gets you. Good for both of you. Good for both of you. I'm so happy for the both of you. Honestly, in a way, I'm happy for everyone in this episode getting to find their own peace with all of this. Oh, man. This is such a good episode, guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Mm-hmm. Guys, that was the episode we've been waiting for all season. Gonna make sure there were no issues with the recording. I'll be back with my post thoughts. Well, guys, I gotta tell you, this has been an amazing show to watch. And again, I know some of you crucified me on the cross when I made my comments when it came to the whole Carol Misaki thing. And again, it was what it was. But one thing I have really appreciated about Tomo-chan is a girl is that at the end of the day, there was a natural resolution to many of the pressing ordeals that affected all of our characters. We didn't just focus on just the textbook, the on the front cover page of things where it came to June and Tomo. We got to see the dynamics of all of our main cast, our parents, our side characters, and their relationships, their internal struggles. And so in this episode, it was time for us to come to a decisive conclusion with the emotions and feelings that existed between Tomo and June, things that June himself held off for so long that he finally came to a resolution with himself on that he needed to go ahead and take that step with. And then for Misuzu, who you could feel she's been crumbling under the weight of regret for putting pressure on Tomo, who is her best friend that she didn't mean to put on her, putting her through all of this mess and shenanigans throughout middle school and high school for the longest time now, and realizing that it wasn't necessary. And above all, realizing that nothing really needed to change. Love comes in many different ways. Friendship comes in many different ways. And just seeing her do the right thing Oh my goodness, seeing Misuzu actually tear up it almost got me, guys. It almost got me. You guys have watched throughout my 12 reactions as I went from being a hard ass on Misuzu to her becoming my favorite character. And, realizing that maybe you didn't make the best decisions, and that you were doing things you thought were in the best interest of your friend and yourself, but really it was just a lot of selfishness and a lot of trying to understand your own emotions. It has been an absolute blast getting to watch Misuzu come around, seeing her stop Carol from walking away when Carol realized the conversation that was about to happen. Fuck me. Oh my goodness. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was that if there's no greater sign of character growth and character development than that, I don't know what is. She has come a long way in that she's able to lean on someone else because she knew what she was about to say was going to be very hard on her. And knowing that she trusted Carol enough to just be able to be just kind of a physical support just there so that she could get off of her chest what she's wanted to confess to Tomo, her best friend for so long, someone that she loves and cares for deeply. Just a lot of great moments there. And then, of course, the couple of the hour, which was June and Tomo. A lot of people, myself included, may have said some relatively unsavory things about June. Most of my comments that might have been negative about June, though, have been mostly said off camera because they weren't things that really irritated me enough to say on camera. And this was the reason why. I just told you guys that I feel that the story, the dynamics of everyone's relationship has led us to an optimal conclusion when it's come to putting this story together. And I really love how the entire 12 episodes, the different conflicts that one has had with the other, even though many people, including myself for a moment, felt that his reasoning for wanting to keep his distance from Tomo was, immature, naive, and stupid. I keep into perspective the show that I'm watching and the age gap of the people that are present in this show. These guys started as elementary students, going to middle school, going to high school. They spent their whole lives with each other, which means they have also been developing their emotions, their maturity, being tactful or not tactful. Every little bit of personality traits that they've developed with each other. And at the end of the day, no one wants to be left alone. Now, I think that this also comes down to, some people might be saying, well, Mizu doesn't have to be alone like she keeps making herself out to be. She can be with Tatsumi or whatnot. But she has a right to choosing who she is and is not compatible with, and who she feels compatible with and not. And that's all it comes down to with Mizu. No, she doesn't have to settle for anybody. When she is ready or she feels she has found someone that she's able to mesh with, then she will get with that person. It could be Tatsumi, but it's not him right now. And she has that right to that. So we can't crucify Misuzu for something like that. I think that right now, Misuzu has realized throughout the course of this second half of the show that she has a lot about herself she needs to work on before something like that can even be thought of. But what we've seen in the last couple of episodes, and especially in this episode, that is the first good step to her maturing as a character while continuing to remain the best girl that she has been, that I now confess and have confessed for several episodes she has really been throughout most of the season. So I'm just pleased. And again, going back to June and Tomo, that's the only way that confession could have went. And that's why I agree with what Misaki told him. I agree with what he has been told up to this point. Just be direct. Your relationship with Tomo has always been physical, direct, in each other's face, to the point. And that's how a confession needed to be. And so I'm going to assume, at least tentatively, that they are now officially a couple. Tentatively, because obviously they did talk about, what's going to change, what doesn't. They went through all the conversation about if anything even needs to change. And I think it is safe to say that when we come back next episode, they will officially be a couple. And I'm glowing. I'm really glowing. I don't have really many complaints at all. And, when I think back on some of the complaints I've had with the series, I've been debating that. Now, there are certain things that will prevent me from being able to give this series a 10, and I've already discussed one of the major points about that. But this rom-com has executed its story exactly the way it needed to be executed. I feel everything was natural. I felt that everyone getting resolutions to the internal issues that they had, especially someone like Mizuzu, happened very naturally. It didn't happen forced, and it happened and it happened with a relatively decent support system. And even someone like Carol, Carol comes off as someone that comes off as a person that not a lot of people may want to be involved with, but Carol ended up being a good person too, and I really want to give a shout out to Carol for staying where she needed to be when Mizuzu stopped her from leaving, and clearly she could tell that her friend needed her, and I'm just over the moon. I'm actually really over the moon about how this episode went. I'm very, very happy. I knew this was going to be a good episode when I saw this title. Everyone showed levels of maturity that, again, there are many adults that they don't show in the relationships they get into now. And it's very clear that, at least in the case of June and Tomo, they will now be able to go down this new path hand in hand with each other. And then hopefully for Mizuzu, she understands that nothing, absolutely nothing, needs to change with the relationship between her and her and Tomo. And actually, with her and June, I do believe that they may also soften up a little bit with each other now, courtesy of all the events that have led up to this moment. And everyone's gotten their apologies out. Everyone has put their heart on their sleeve and said exactly what needed to be said. This is a great support system that they have for each other. And this has been a really, really good show. So, that's my thoughts. I know I didn't talk any about the actual play, but the play, of course, went exactly as it needed to go. Seeing the three mothers present again was amazing. And I also want to say that seeing that June's first love was Tomo's mom. What a blessing. My man got good taste. He already knows. So, but putting all that aside, I'm very, very pleased. I expect that the epilogue episode, next episode, will be a great conclusion to wrap everything up with this story, and I really look forward to sharing what my final thoughts are and my final rating for this show, which I'm just going to tell you now, barring any bomb out of the finale, it is going to be a very favorable score. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you did like this reaction, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. Now, I do want to just once again roughly mention, as a follow-up to yesterday's video about the spring reactions, I know that comes as a great disappointment, and I really want to emphasize to you guys, I did not reach that decision lightly. I love these reactions. There's a lot of shows coming out in the spring I want to react to, but until my job situation is situated, all of my focus has to be on my job hunt, on my certification completion, and making sure I have all of that straight. If by some miracle in the next few weeks I'm able to secure new employment, then I might be able to pick up the reactions a little late. It may not be complete reactions, but I might be able to pick them up late. But at least at this present moment, I cannot commit to doing reactions while I'm going through the current ordeal I'm going through with my life. So Gomenasai, I'm really sorry about that. I promise you guys, if anything is able to change with that, you guys will be the first to know. So yeah, but got to take care of my real life adult responsibilities first. But regardless, I thank you for your support of the channel. Thank you for your support of the reactions I've had up to this point. And until the next reaction video, catch you later.